Okay, friends, subscribers, and all of you Blue Angels out there. What I've got for you today is the reason why I've just advised all the Blue Angels to upgrade their armories to at least 6, because trust me, you're going to need at least 6 maxed out to the stage where you get told you've got to research to go any further. You're going to need them not only to build up your forces and everything like that, because you need these things, bunch of orcs. They, at this stage of the game, they actually produce orcs. It's just like your gems and your boosted goods. As you can see, I find trading for boosted goods a hell of a lot better than actually getting them. Sometimes I get low, like today, because I've spent a lot of my goods today, and as you can see, that this morning they were 200, every single one of them was at 200,000, every single one. Why are they like that? Because I need land, and hence when you need land, you've got to use them. And at my level, as you can see, I'm a bit further ahead than you guys. And when you go in and you do your provinces, and you've got to, at this level, guys, trust me, negotiate for your land at this level. Fighting at this level is pretty tough, and until you've got your characters at max fight level, in other words, their maximum promotion, fighting these characters at those levels that they are at. See, they've got a 3-star. Always look at the stars underneath. So even I have turned, I used to fight all the time at the lower levels, but I don't fight anymore. I neg all the time now, and as you can see, yeah, they take a lot of goods to do it. So, but I'm not going to go into here and show you how to fight. I'm going to go into the tournament and show you how to auto fight in the tournament, because that's what this video mainly is about. But the reason why you're going to need 6 armories is not just for your fighting, but it is for the actual producing of goods. Like these 4 here, I always negotiate the first 4 tournaments, always. Saves time and everything, because but it only saves 5 minutes, right? So here we've got the 4 provinces. This is level number 5. I'm going to get 2 relics, and yeah, you need your relics, guys. Sometimes you need your relics for upgrading. As you can see, these are only 2-star. Look at their rating there, their 2-star rating underneath. But I'm going to choose to auto fight on this one. So when you're choosing your men, it doesn't actually tell you your level. It should actually tell you, but I know I'm maxed out. So notice how I'm just rolling over and I'm getting nothing. Okay, well, the archer covers up the knight, where he covers up everything, he covers up everything, and he covers up those. So I've got more of these guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use them. Now both of these characters fight these things, but I know that the knight is better killed by this bloke, so I'm going to put 2 of them in there. So both of those, it doesn't matter which one I overrun in there, I have there, and it says, see how mine are all 3-star? Every single one of mine are 3-star there. So here it tells me, so I know I'm going to win this fight. So I just go auto fight, and it's that simple, because I have turned around and let auto fight. Yes, I've lost some men. You always lose men no matter what. If you want to take out and fight, yeah, you can go in and if you've got the time, but when you're fighting as many battles as I'm currently fighting, yeah, so I'm still fighting 2-star. I know that all these characters are things, but I know that these ones aren't 2-star, or aren't 3-star. These are pretty much, I think, 1-star actually. Yeah, they see they're only 1-star. So the chances of winning that battle there Not very good. I do have more men, so I look at, okay, so I'm looking at that. It's going to fight all those, but I have 143. So 143 of those, yeah, stands a good chance, but not really. So if I put up that, see, single star. So these aren't really much use yet, but I still can use these things in these, but I'm not going to, because I know that currently they're not really any good in the fight. They're only covering, each one is only covering half. So I just look through them and I go through, okay, well that covers 3, that one covers 4, that covers 3. You can, yes, use these. So what you'd do, you'd most probably go, okay, well we'll use this one. So we go 3 of them and we'll go 2 of them. There's a good chance that we're going to win the fight because we're fighting 285 against 211. So yeah, there's still a good chance we're going to win. But there's a chance we're going to lose. That time we're lucky, but we lost more men. So you're better off fighting with your 3-star against 2-star. But sometimes you can use these guys depending on what you're fighting against. You can go up, you can go through all of them, you look at, okay, well that one covers 3, so you wouldn't use those. But you're looking at the fight size, 121, so you'd add 1 to see, okay, well I've got 143 of them. That one covers there, that one covers 4, so I'm most probably better off using 3 of them and 2 of them. So I'm going to use 3 of them, 2 of them. So it still fights. So you've got to look at your battle numbers. Sometimes, yeah, the smaller amounts can win, but you've got to know, you work out the thing, and the best way to do it is, well, this is based on the pyramid that they're always advertising, so that one there. So you're fighting knights, and they're cast, okay, this one's pretty good against heavy melee, so that's what those ones are. This one's good against heavy ranged units. This one's good against, yeah, pretty much evenly matched. So no, I'm actually not going to use any of these in this battle because notice there's too many knights. So what I want is something that's going to be better off. See, this one, heavy, like it's got a 4 rating. And you look at the shields above, yeah, that one's the same, like range units and mage units. We don't have any mage units. So we're looking at the heavy melee, so yes, that one's pretty good. And that one's pretty good against heavy melee, heavy range units. Then we look at that one, then we look at that one. So what we've got to do, we've got to find a thing. So, but in this one, because I can only find one that's covering 2 of them, I am actually going to jump up into one of these and I'm going to find something that covers that end. And it's, see, nothing is covering that end really well. So I go back to this. So yeah, we go. We find the one that covers more. So he covers, notice how these 2 only cover the 1. So, okay, this one covers more. So yes, we can use that one. So that one, to me, because it's, well, each one of those are covering 5, he's got more manoeuvrability than the other, so I'm going to use 3 of him. Notice how I'm only using 3, and then I use 2 of those because they are still good against the knight, so that gives me an even balance. And that's all I'm trying to do, is balance out the fight. Hang on, cancel that. Let's fight this. I'll show you what I mean. Right, I'm still going to turn it into an auto fight, but I'm going to do it where you can watch the auto fight. We're using the exact same men, but this way, and I'm going to speed it up for you so that I'm going to put it at a 3. You can do this yourself, but they've always got to take the first shot. So I've got that at speed. That's your speed there. The sergeant private stripes. This is your finish of the battle automatically. That's your surrender underneath that. So don't do that. And that one there is end turn, you don't want to end your turn, but you can fight. So finish battle automatically. So you get to see what each one actually does, and you can see by the levels and everything, my guys are actually kitted out really well because they're maxed out their promotions. They've got a high promotion. I don't know if there's high promotions down the road. But yes, they take damage. This is just trying to show you that the computer fights fairly when you use auto fight. There's nothing wrong with using auto fight, providing you get that first stage right. And I'm actually quite shocked that a game actually fights fairly on the auto. So, and these have a strike back, so even if they attack you, you've got that strike back. Now notice how that the archers come in and shoot. They always shoot the distance ones because they can't hit back, so it takes them down. Never fire your archers up close. That's the only disadvantage. Your archers, you keep your archers back all the time. You would not take your archers right up and take a shot. You always keep them back as far as possible because your archers pretty much can shoot at max distance. So here we've still got 4 out of the 5 men going. We're probably only end up with 3. By the looks of this, I'd say. Maybe not. No, we still end up with 4. Not many of the 4, but yeah, we lost a few men, but yeah. Don't use your diamonds to get your men back. That's bloody stupid. If you do earn diamonds with your wishing wells, don't waste them. Use them, save them up. Save them up for something you need. So that's what the auto fight looks like in the thing. I still won, I get 2 relics, and trust me, you're going to need all those little points, and you've got to skip around, and as you can see, I'm going to zoom out for you as soon as I can find my mouse. And zoom out, take it down. I generally have to zoom right out. I have a pretty big area to cover. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why it takes me so long to shake hands with all the neighbours, because I've got a lot of them. So if you're out there, and this is why I've got so much land, guys. Everybody says, oh, you bought all your land. No, I didn't. I earned most of my land. Yes, I did buy some land. Yes, made that mistake. My biggest mistake was buying diamonds to advance, but I only bought a couple, and the land goes up in price so quickly you don't use them very much and everything. That's when I made the mistake of buying all the magic buildings, which now cost me every single turn because we're not doing any good in the tournaments. We've got to win 10 of these, 10 chests to get a blueprint each, and if we win 10 chests, we get a blueprint each. And blueprints can be used to upgrade your magic buildings. So yeah, that's what I've got to do. If I want to see all my land, I have to zoom out to go all the way down to 50%. So we come back into the 100%. So we've got another battle. And again, I'm just going to do this whole lot via the auto fight and show you. You can cater. The cater is going to cost you. Keep your catering to get that land. Okay, so again, you just simply go through these, and it's just a matter, okay, we got that one covered 3, that one's covering most of them, that one's covering most, that one's covering a lot more, where that one's not. So this battle, I'm going to say, okay, well, what are we fighting against? Okay, we got heavy melee, we got heavy range unit and a heavy melee unit, and we have a heavy range unit, and we have a light range unit. So, well, that one's good against light and heavy range units. This one's heavy melee, so we need more of him. And this one's good against base. So it's a combination of this one, so we're going to go 2 of him. But notice how I'm using 3 of them. Why am I using 3 of them? Well, I'm experimenting. It's time to show you. But we won because I know that my battlefield was covered. And you can fight for a lot more land like this, but yeah, for the land out there, you don't cater. Don't cater in here. Fight. So look at your things. That one's, yeah, covering 3 compared to that one's covering 4. That one's only covering 5. So that one's 4. That one's covering 5. So this one, we've still got 3 heavy range units. So we've got to look there. So this time, this one's better against heavy range units. So we're going to use 3 of him. And this time we're only using 2 archers. And hence we win the battle. And we've hardly lost any men. And yet this time I've swapped around that because there were less of those ones there, so they weren't as effective. So again, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing here. And I'm going to just look at it. Okay, well that one's this time's only covering the 2 light range. This one's covering all. Okay, because this one's covering all, I'm going to use 3 of them and swap down to 2 of them. Right? Because that's what I'm fighting. I'm using what I know is not going to die as easily as well, but you get to know that over time. So this one we're fighting heavy range units, heavy melee. Oh no, that's heavy ranged. That's right, because ranged is where they can throw things at you and shoot things at you. Heavy melee is where you are actually fighting front to front. So we're going to auto fight. So we know what we're going to battle. So we're looking at those. We're looking at that. Yeah. See, this time he's no good. Yet in other battles, he is going to be the best one. And for me, these guys are really easy. I don't even have to make these guys anymore because these are under constant construction. I'm just going back to my city. These guys are under construction here. So the Storm Barbarians, I make 257 of them every 3 hours, providing I remember to come back and check them. Yeah, so it's a matter of thing, and I'm going to spend that thing because I know I'm going to get more points, more knowledge as we go. So you can see where I'm at. I'm going to get this out of the way so I can activate it. So I now can upgrade my marble factory, and yeah, so pretty much I'm going to advance soon. I'm going to go back here and do the squad upgrade. I skipped it before because I wanted to do all these. So as you can see, I've got 36 blocks of land. That's what I've earned in here. And so it doesn't, you can see why I've got so much land, because I've actually earned it. I'm now up to wood elves, and pretty much I'm just going to go back to here and show you what I mean about why you need orcs. Because I won't open them up again. Ah, damn, that sucks. See, all through here I needed orcs, and you can, at your stage, because you haven't done it, you might be able to open it, go through them and click on each one, say, okay, well I'm going to need that to do that. See, now notice here saying I need mana now. Don't know why it doesn't come up. Yeah, it sucks. But here I need mana instead of orcs, but I still need my orcs and everything. But because of the simple fact that orcs are damn well important. So like if I wanted to upgrade this, say if I wanted to upgrade that, I'm going to need Oh, actually, I don't need orcs for that one. Oh, that's good. Some of them you need orcs to upgrade, which is a bit of a nightmare. Let's have a look at this one. Upgrade. Yeah, okay. But to manufacture, sometimes you need things, and you need the orcs, because without the orcs you can't do certain things. Sometimes your processes require orcs to operate, but because I've got everything in production at the moment, yeah. As you can see here, I've got a lot of pre-made stuff. I'm waiting on the last. I know I'm doing 2 toolboxes. I've got 1 more to go, and I'm pretty sure it could be any one of these. So I've got a shitload of fabulous fountains made in advance, and admiral altars, and this is what I use the land for when I'm not doing things. If these competitions come up and I've got the land available, I'll build a shitload of these things. Sometimes it might be workshops I need, so I'll strip all those down and I'll build a lot of workshops. And that's the mana that you've got to have. So I've got mana sitting there, so I'll collect it. Yeah, so they are an essential part of your kit, because you need them to make a lot of your stuff. So it doesn't matter what you've got. See here, yeah, these things, yeah, just supplies. You just need supplies to make these things. So, but sometimes your goods, and I know that my goods, I need orcs, because orcs carry the goods now. When you get to this level, you need your orcs to carry the goods, and hence when you're doing it, I don't even have a spot where I can build something to show you why you need the orcs, because I don't have it anywhere. Can't show you, sorry. Oh, actually, I'll build them. Don't know if these ones need orcs, but you can go through the things and find out. I can't do it because I don't have a missing something there. So, but yeah, like fighting and everything, you need the orcs. You need the orcs. You need the armories for your men to build up your men, and you're constantly going through in different stages, but it's just a simple matter. You go into your auto fight. Okay, 3. We look at that, and we look at that one. Now see here, notice how the end guy's got a lot more. He's got better luck against those ones. So we got 5 of them. These ones. So now these ones are better against those. So I'm actually going to use this though. I'm going to use 3 of them and 2 of them. And hopefully, if it comes back and says I lost the battle, it just means I need 3 of the opposite and 2 of those. And you learn this over time. And that's what it's about. It's all about learning over time. And it's not something to be afraid of. Yes, at a stage you're going to have to battle whether you like it or not. You get tasks that you've got to fight, and you're allowed to use auto fight. It tells you to fight a province, but you can actually, I'll show you. Sometimes if you get a thing, it tells you you've got to fight. But in these ones, see, I can't build a workshop at that level because I'm not using normal workshops, so I decline it. So I'll 4 encounters. I'm going to decline it. No, actually, I'm not going to decline that one because I know that I can use it. I have at least 2 workshops, and I've got to decline that because I know that I'm not going to build any normal workshops for a while. I don't need them. So, yeah, going 200, yeah, I can get that pretty easily. So it's a simple matter of just asking yourselves and just doing everything that you've got to do, and just going through it and just learning. And it's a slow process. Notice how the numbers drop down too, because the further you go down. Now notice how I'm fighting triples. I'm fighting, these have got more life. They've got 2, but I'm still outnumbering them. As long as I fight with these ones here, but if I jump to these ones, right, I'm still outnumbering them, but I'm fighting 1 against 3s. So yeah, I would think about that. If my men were low, my numbers were down low, yes, maybe I would come back and I would use them. But I'll show you, and maybe not. Well, let's have a look. Let's see if we can use these. So we'll use 3 of them. Okay, so alright, we'll use 2 of those. So even with 1 stars, I've got a chance of winning it because we'll get higher. So even with 1 stars against 3 stars, you still can win the battle. Depends on how well you know your men, what you're fighting and everything. Sometimes you've got to use them and you look at the percentages. Okay, well that one's got a good percentage there. And that one's the other one. So we look at that. Okay, that one covers that one. So no, we're going to use 3 of them. Now we remember we're using 1 star against 2 star. Oh, 1 star against 3 stars. And most of them are all 3 stars. Because, right, we didn't think that there were more 3 stars on that one, so I didn't realise that. Most of them are all 3 stars, only 1 2 star. So yeah, if you do something silly like that, if you're not looking at your numbers, yeah, you're going to lose. So, but here we know we are 3 stars, so we find what's the best combination. And so that one is 3, so we're going to use 3 of them. So now we've just got to find what we're fighting. So that one's going to be the better one, and we've got more men, so we can afford to lose those. So it's simple. If you're fighting 3 star, you've got to look at the star rating underneath your men as well. So we're fighting mainly all 3 stars here, so I can't risk fighting with my single starred. So I've got to look at everything. So these 3 here, oh no, that one. So that one there. That one only covers those into, where that one and that one. So it's a combination of, say, these 3. Easy win, straight up. I know I'm going to win. Because I looked at what I'm fighting, I looked at everything, and it's a couple of minutes. Yeah, it takes a couple of minutes to work it out. But work it out, because if you work it out, you're going to have a lot more fun in this game. And so here, this only kills 1, that kills 2, 3, 3, and 3. So naturally I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm going to use that combination. I know that combination works. So I got me 3 relics. Now I've got to do is just find out. This is the hardest part, is finding the next battle. We're already up to number 8. And okay, so we got different ones that we've got to fight this time. So now we go through the same process. Okay, yes, that kills all of them. That one kills them. That one kills them. That one kills all of them. So what we're going to do, we're going to use 1, 2, 3 of them, because we know it's going to kill him. But then we're going to use 2 of him as sacrificial lambs, I call them. Because I know, yeah, we're going to lose some of them, but we keep our major one first. So same situation again. We just simply run through everything. Okay, so we know we got them, so we're going to use 3 of them. Right, we can use those. No, this time we're not going to use those. This time, because we've got him and these guys, we're actually going to use the mage this time. So yeah, it's just a simple matter of learning the process. Once you learn the process and learn the fight, you've got to look at everything you're fighting. Then you go through this little process. Wow, okay, the archer kills most of them this time, where he kills all of them. So if you look at that, well, this time we're going to use 3 archers, and we're going to use 2 of these. So when we look at them, yep, covers most of them except for one. This covers the other end. This is a guaranteed win. So you have your guaranteed win if you know what you're doing and learning it and everything. Okay, so we're going into, they've got more of these guys. Okay, so we know the mage and him works well. He covers all of it. So this time we look at those. No. So this time they're all 3-star. So it's senseless coming up here. Against an all 3-star battle, yeah, I should have used all those in the early battles when we did have the 1-2s and maybe the odd 3-star. So now it's a matter of going 1, 2, 3, and him we're going to only use 2 of them this time. But we still lose our fight, but because I've used more mages, I'm not losing as many men. Because I know what the mage does, so I know the mage was the better choice for that battle. And it's a simple matter of just going through, just do this over and over again. Yes, I'll do at least until 600. I'll do some more later when I've got some more time. But for this video's sake, I'm just looking, okay, so we've got these, cover the most, and this one covers the other end. So this time, I'm using 3 of them. Oops, got too many, just take one out, and then I'm going to use 2 archers. And we lost, because we chose the wrong setup. So that one was no good. But it does happen. Sometimes you choose the wrong setup, and it's not hard to choose the wrong setup. So the archer maybe was the wrong choice. So we go 1, 2, 3. The mage. So we use 3 mage, 2 of them, and we've got to win. So even at my level, you still can make mistakes. Don't worry about it. It's only a game, for God's sake. If you run out of men, you run out of men. You just got to build up your men again. That's all it is. So here, 3, yes, there. So that. So we're still going to use the mage. Oh, okay. No, we're not. We're going to use 3 archers because the archer's going to be better off. Then, because the mage covers the heavies, we're going to use mage on the last 2. And we won. And it's constantly exactly the same thing. You just go through it, and it's just a matter of looking, okay, so here. No. So we're going 1, 2, 3, because we've got more of them. Oh, let's mix it up, okay, so say 3 mage, get 1 of them, and 2 of them. You can do that. You can mix it up if you want. But I mixed it up only because the mage and the knight did exactly the same thing to the exactly same people. So when that happens, yes, you can do it. So this one's going to be a bit more interesting. The mage kills them all, he kills them all. So because of that, we've got more mages, and the archer kills 1, he only kills none. So we're not using those 2, and we're not going to, we may. So we're not going to use either one of those. But we are still going to use 3 of them and 2 of them just in case, to mix it up, just in case we need the guy with the strike back capabilities, and sometimes having that strike capability of that 2 men, those 2 guys there, the 2 knights, is a good thing to have. So there you go, knights. Hence, we've got a relic. A broken one, but it's still usable. So we're almost at the 600. I promised I'll pass the 600 mark for you. And I've still most probably got about another 10 things. I don't currently have time to fight the battles at the moment, so I'm just looking through. Now I'm fighting something that's got the exact same 3-star rating as me, so I've got to be careful. So I've got to find out what kicks ass better. So we got that, and that one. So we've got that one covers everything there, but is not covering the knight. So if we use that there, we're going to use 3 of them, and we're going to use 2 of them. pretty much a guaranteed win sometimes. You get to know when you're going to win, you get to know when you're risking it. And trust me, I take risks sometimes. I don't mind taking a risk. See, if I use the archer, it'd be a bad choice. But if I use them, I use three mages, and I use 2 of them, guaranteed win. Because I'm using 3-star against 3-star, my men outnumber their men. But soon, my men won't outnumber my men. And that's why I need a break, because I need to think when I get to the next level. And so by going to the next level, what I mean, as soon as I pass this one, see, already now it's starting to get a little bit harder with that choice. So you've got to make that choice of your selection a little bit more dubiously than before. So here it's a pretty easy choice. I could use the archer and still know that I'm going to stand a good chance of winning, so I'm going to use 3 of them and show you. 2 archers. So this is a risk. And it still worked, because I was willing to experiment and to take that risk and everything. So we've still got, I haven't made the 100, 600 yet. I know for a fact I should have about 20 provinces, but I've got to go back, I've got to train, I'll train my men, I'll train up what I've lost the most. So again, check, so check, check. See, now this time, 3, the archer could be a good choice. So we're just going to test. So the archer was a very good choice, but I knew that anyhow. So, but I learnt. It was just by trial and error that I learnt. Okay, so it's again, that's the same situation. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, just mixing them up to help us win the fight. Guaranteed win, even though we're getting close to numbers. Okay, we've got knights here, so we've got a lot of knights. That one covers most of them. This one covers the rest. So this time we are going to use 3 of them. And only 2 mages. And we won. So yeah, it's just a simple matter. Just taking your time, looking at everything, guys. And when you look at everything, you can clearly see, okay, we've got an even map, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, only because we got more of the mages, so we auto-fight, yes. And we got the guaranteed win. So those of you out there that are scared of using auto-fight, scared of using that to battle, you won't get to this level if you don't start taking risks and going into fight. Most of my early provinces that I had, I got by fighting. That general area in there, I got every one of those provinces by fighting. Because in here, that's all I did. When I was in this level, I just fought. I started getting out here, and provinces got really, really hard because of their skill levels and everything like that, and you've got to take this skill level into account. As you can see, they're all 3-star. The problem is, here they're outnumbering me. So because they're outnumbering me out here, it's pretty much a risk. So hence, and this is why you need the orcs. You'll need orcs from here on in, guys, until further notice. I don't know how long I'm going to need the orcs for. But I'll tell you, because I'm a lot more advanced than you guys. But yeah, so hence, you can't get a province without orcs. Unless you fight for it. And you need 3-star men to fight. And unless you're at my level, you won't have 3-star. And so I pretty much have only just maxed out all my first level fighters all my human fighters have just been maxed out to that level simply by the fact that, in promotions, really, it's just you get the promotions as you know. My last one was the Rad Mortar. I finally got him to 3-star, and that's only recently that I got the Rad Mortar up to 3-star, and you pretty much only get my Dryad gets a promotion in this level, and my Ranger gets a promotion in this level as well. I actually get a Ranger, and because I haven't got the Ranger, I don't think I've got the Ranger yet, so my drone rider, okay, I get 3 promotions this level. I get a drone rider gets a promotion, see, I haven't unlocked the Ranger yet, so I'm going to get a promotion for, which one? That's a Blossom Mage. That's the drone rider there. So she's going to get a promotion. I'm going to get him. And what was it? Just bear with me. So we get... the Dryad gets a promotion as well. So, but here, see, I don't even get my Forest Glade, which is my portal, until halfway through this level. So, and then the next level I'll get, what promotions will I get? My Sorceress gets, Sorceress Soul, Armories. So here now I need different things. And, my Banshee gets a promotion up here. As you know, sometimes you only get 1 promotion by the looks of it. Yeah, so sometimes you only get the 1 promotion, where this level I'm getting a new guy and I'm getting 2 promotions. So yeah, just each level is different, and it just keeps on going and going and going and going. And the reason they throw up promotions like this one is to slow you down so that they have time to build all these extra levels. So, that's all it is. They just need time to build all the new levels. Because the game is only new. It's pretty much just coming out of beta now, I'd say. And, Okay, that's the advantage of a Magic Resonance, 8008, compared to 4000. So you get twice, that's a maxed out resonance for this level. So you get twice as many for a 4443. You get more, no, not quite 2 times the amount. So yeah, there is an advantage to Magic. Magic comes in real handy at this level, by the way. But unless you've got a lot of armories and we're winning a lot of comps, don't go my route, because I actually have to pay for these upgrades because we're not earning the blueprints. But yes, I might be a little bit more well off than you guys, I don't know, but sometimes, sometimes I'm not well off. Sometimes I've got to spend money on the business, but sometimes I've got the cash to spend on a diamond, so it doesn't sort of worry me. I look at it this way, that most games you've got to pay $50 a month to play, so hence, that's what I've got to spend. It cost me exactly $50 to do all that, to get the diamonds. I wait for I actually wait for a decent bonus, i.e. 100% bonus. I won't upgrade unless I've got 100% bonus for my diamonds, because I don't get enough things and I spend the rest on upgrades. If I need an upgrade or whatever. So all I've got to do now is I'm upgrading all the residences so that I can get enough people to, because I'm going to need those people to do these 3 upgrades, because if you've got a magic workshop, you need a magic building to have enough people to upgrade that. So every building you've got, you need the residents to match it for magic. so that you've got the right amount of people. So I upgraded all those. I've just recently finally upgraded all of my gems, because I've had the orcs to do the upgrades. And yeah, so you learn what you need, and at the moment you need armory. Well, I know you're going to need armories because you're going to need orcs. You're going to need weeping willows, or you're going to need a different one. The smaller ones that produce the mana, yeah, everything that produces mana must be stuck to a road. So yeah, don't think you can put a lot of tulip type ones in there and have one here, one there. Like I've got the tulip set up for culture, filling up all the gaps. Doesn't work that way with mana. You've got to have them connected to a road like any other manufacturing process. If you don't have it connected to the road, you can't produce. It's the same as the armories. The armories have got to be produced next to a road, and hence, because the armories now produce, yeah, you've got to keep constant maintenance on them and everything. Each, at the moment, I have them set on a 3-hour cycle. I might not get to it. Oh no, sorry, not the armories. The armories are set on a 12-hour. They produce 360s. There it is, 360 every 12 hours. Only 520 a day, so I put it on 12-hour cycles. Yeah, but yes, it's sort of like anything else. You've got to have your magic fountain next to the road. And it's constant rearranging. As you can see now, I have my dwarfen bulk ward or whatever, and I have my nice little dwarfen bulk mountain building. The next one is the halls, which I'm working on, because I got a relic. I'm going to check which relic I got. I don't think I got the one I need. No, but I do have a broken relic, but I don't think I've enough to do it. Yep, I need another 8 relic shards to do it. So yeah, and then I've got Prosperity Towers and the Blooming Guilds, and I will have all 6 of the buildings that you get the nice pretty little mountain buildings for. So yes, it's the Dwarf and Bulkwood, the mountain things, and your Sanctuary will get you, Sanctuary gets you this one. Sorry, your Sanctuary gets you this one, and the Great Bell Spire gets you the Great Bell Spire. So if you want your mountain buildings, you must build those ancient wonders. These ones here, this one here only gets reputation. Yeah, that's a reputation one. Or my ranking points, that one, that's ranking points. This one here, as most of you by now should have the endless evacuation. That's rewards. That's the neighbourly help bonus one. I think it's needles. One of them is reputation. I know that's like range, unit damage and stuff like that. So each one has its bonuses, but this one is quite good because of the fact it produces Storm Barbarian. So I don't have to concentrate on making Storm Barbarian. So, okay, Blue Angels, look, those of you out there that aren't doing neighbourly helps, please do your neighbourly helps. Even if you have as many neighbours as me, at least help the fellowship. Let's just say I want to see everybody have these little ticks against their names, everybody. See, and those of you that don't know, my family has been away for some time. They can only get to the computers when they come into town. I.e. yesterday, my son come into town and everything, because they're in the Philippines at the moment with their grandparents. And yeah, so that's the way it goes. But anyhow, guys and girls, they'll be back soon, I hope. Yeah, Philippine families are very unusual sometimes, and my wife knows it, and I tell her that all the time. So those of you out there that go through all this sort of stuff and everything, yeah, you learn it, and it's just a constant battle. Keep up your manufacture of your spells. You'll need this one a lot. Save these all the time until you're at the next until you're in a level when you need them with your things. I only ever fight for the time, i.e. it's the only reason I'm doing these, because time is valuable in this. Oh yeah, the coins are valuable, but time is the most valuable. more than buildings, because most of my buildings, guys, I'll show you, most of the stuff I earn, I use them, they appear occasionally, but most of the time is they just sit there. They just sit in here waiting to be used. I might use them if I need a boost or something like that. Yeah, I might use them for a little while and then I destroy them. I'm not afraid to destroy these things. My wishing wells I build up. Yeah, I only use one wishing well at a time, and I keep on doing it. So you notice that each of these have different levels. That's the level that you won them in, and the rewards go up as you win them. Each level, like I might win more of these, but I might win them at this level, which is the orcs or the one that I'm at now, and everything like that. So you slowly learn these things, and you'll learn that these can be destroyed just as easily. And with some of these, like some of these are attached with people. Where are they? Over here. I've destroyed 3 hallowed shrines. Why? Because I'd sooner have the residences that pay rates and have more people that I can use. So at the moment I can have 900 people, where that I only get 300 people for almost the same amount of thing. They don't get very much culture. Same with that, I get 480. I've destroyed 2 of those so far because they used to be sitting here. I've destroyed them. Why? Because I know that I get more space and everything. So you've got to be willing to destroy buildings. Don't destroy your sanctuaries, your ancient wonders. They each have a purpose. Yes, you can destroy them and build them again, but let's just say, don't. Yeah, especially that one, because that's great. I don't have to build those men. Saves me clicking that every 3 hours. It produces just as much men as what I could make. So yeah, just stick with it, guys. And yeah, no, it's been a while since I made the last video, but I think this one's important because you need to know how to use the auto fight and the reason why you need all the orcs. So I will put the address to this video in the thing for you guys and gals. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me, and I shall catch up to you all later. Thanking you. Bye, guys.